Hey Bookish Babes, and welcome to my book nook. The name is Rainy Barton, and I'm an elementary music teacher by day and book lover by night. I read thrillers, horrors, romance, fantasy, all the things. In this video specifically, we are talking thriller. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And of course, you will see me wearing the same shirt at the end because I filmed the intro at the end, as I always do, because I always forget to do it. I should start filming it at the beginning. Maybe one day I'll learn. But in this video, we are going to be reading anticipated thriller releases of the year, thriller and horror. And so in this, I am going to be reading, let me grab them. You will see me reading Hidden Pictures by Jason Recolak. You will see me reading One of Us Dead by Geneva Rose. Where are the other two books that I said I would do? Oh, I'm resting on one of them, so I'm going to move you. I also said I would be reading The Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon, and then I will be reading Hyde by Kirsten White. And so these have all come out recently. I believe Hyde came out in the beginning of June. This one, I believe, came out in May. I think this one came out in May, and this one came out in February. And so I will be reading them all, and I'm not going to explain what they are about because you're going to see that in the other parts of the vlog. This vlog is very chaotic, as is chaotic energy. We are always here for it. And so I think I'm just going to let it turn over to the vlog. There you go.
Build you up, you break me down, tear everything apart.
Hello. Jurassic Park on, or shirt on, and we are 13% of the way through Hidden Pictures. So this one is about a girl, which I'm already blanking on her name. Oh, Mallory Quinn, and she is a recovering drug addict, 18 months clean, and she gets hired to be this nanny for this rich family for their 5-year-old kid named Teddy. He draws a lot of cute, like, little pictures. You know, he's a typical 5-year-old, and then his pictures start getting a lot more sinister, and she starts to think that, like, some evil ghost is afoot in the house, and like it's actually like pictures of like a murder that happened there forever ago. And so it's like figuring that out. And what I really like about this book is that it has actual drawings in it of like what the kid is drawing. I'm scared to see what happens once the pictures actually get a lot more sinister. But yeah, I'm about 13% in. She literally just got hired as the babysitter officially because the dad was on the fence, as you would be with a drug addict, or used to be drug addict. But I'm really liking it so far. So that's where I am. So my plan is to maybe get to like the 25% mark tonight because this is almost a 400-page book. And I'm doing reading sprints right now with Haley Hughes and Deja from Deja's Book World and Ashley, is that her name? From Dumb Blonde Books. But anyway, they're doing sprints. So I'm going to try and get to the 25% mark, and I will update you once I am there. Good morning. It is the next day. Am I still wearing this shirt? Yes. Do I care? No. I have my little dude down here. You want to say hi to the people? Say hi.
Hi.
Say what's up.
What's up?
All right. You going to go play?
Okay.
All right, here.
My favorite.
Update on to say I did get to the 25% mark last night, and I just didn't feel like updating. I am now at the 32% mark, so I'm about 110 pages in, and I'm really liking this. This book be creepy. Like, let me just show you one of the creepy photos he just drew because it's starting to get creepy. Although I've heard the photos get worse than this. Like, this one is a girl being strangled. So, like, ain't that creepy? Anyway, so yeah. So basically, he's starting to draw creepy stuff now. And she's starting to think it's, and this is like all not given away, because there was an unsolved murder in the house. She's starting to think that maybe it's the woman's spirit conversing with the little dude. And so she like tells the parents, and of course they think she's crazy. And so she's like, I'm going to have to figure this out on my own. And so that's where we're at. Although there was someone on the reading sprints I was on last night that said that they finished this and they hated the ending. And I've heard that the ending apparently is very divisive. You either hate it or you love it. And so, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I hope it's good. I'll keep it. But yeah, I mean, Stephen King blurbed it on the back. So, but you never know. You know, you just never know. All right, I'm going to go read some more of this in a little bit. I'm going to go to lunch with my sister, and then we'll check back in. it's way later. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. I didn't realize that until I was editing that I was wearing the same shirt because I filmed this. I've been editing as I go, and that's been making it a little easier, but you know what? It is what it is. I have like 5 purple shirts for Circus. I finished this a couple days ago. I basically finished it the same day that you saw me at the 32% mark, and then I just didn't film. Just like I also finished The Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon, and I didn't vlog that at all. So this is going to be half of a vlog where I actually like take you through the journey as I'm reading, and then the other half is like, I read this book. Here are my thoughts. Okay, so let's go with hidden pictures. 5 stars. Started off this vlog strong. 5 freaking stars. This book was so good. Now, I have a friend, and I love her on Instagram. We talk all the time. But we are complete opposites when it comes to thrillers. However, I've learned she's read a bunch of thrillers, and so she can catch like cliches and predict stuff a mile away. And so this just felt like typical to her, and it was not typical to me because I've never read anything like it. However, I loved it. It was fantastic. It's really creepy. The pictures really added to it. Honestly, it creeped me out to read at night. It was like really creepy and scary. But it did the job. So like the whole story was fabulous. Where it went, I was not expecting. There was a huge twist in the story. I thought I had something figured out and I knew who the bad guy was, and then I was not right. And it just, and the way it ended was like so good. I just loved it. Everything about it worked for me. Really loved our main girl, Mallory, and I felt bad because the entire story, she's just always having people against her because she is a recovering addict, as I mentioned, and everyone just wants to believe that she's ready to like go back to doing heroin and stuff, but she's not. She's trying to be good, and I loved Teddy in this, the little 5-year-old. Like, they form such this great unbreakable bond throughout this, and then some shit happens because, you know, Teddy starts drawing stuff like as if there's a murder, and then she has to figure out, like, is he talking to a ghost? Like, what's going on? And just where this book went, I can't say what I loved about it without giving it away. But I think if you're going to listen to this on audio, do not just listen to it on audio. Because the author does describe, so that was one thing. They describe what the pictures are, and that's not written into the book. But they described it, I'm assuming, so that if you're listening only to the audiobook, you don't have to have the pictures there. But you kind of need to have the pictures there. Like, it puts it and elevates it to a whole nother level. So this is definitely one where you need to do mixed media. You need to go in with the book and the audiobook. I thought the audiobook was really good. The narrator was great. And so, yeah. I don't like when people narrate like little kids and like girls narrate men and men narrate girls, but like, it wasn't that bad. Definitely a fantastic read. I am still thinking about it even to this day, and I loved everything about it. I think this was a great way to start off this anticipated thrillers vlog. It was fabulous. In a different clip, like tomorrow, I will film my takeaway on The Children on the Hill, and then also I will just let you know that I'm going to probably be starting One of Us is Dead right after I get off this clip. So you might see me again in this outfit, who knows, or I might just update the vlog tomorrow. But my lippy hold just came in for that, and I am stoked. I've been wanting to read that book for a hot minute, so. Okay, here we go.
Build you up, you break me down, tear everything apart.
Hello, friends. So this is where I update you on The Children on the Hill, and I just tell you my entire thoughts about it because I didn't update you one time while I was reading this. So yeah, so this is just going to be that part of the vlog where I do that. So anyway, this book was fan-flippin'-tastic. 5 stars. It is one of my all-time favorites now. If you saw my all-time favorites video that came out before this, then you will have gotten to learn that a little bit early. But I loved this. This was everything I needed in a Frankenstein retelling. Also, why do I keep forgetting that the air is on when I'm filming and y'all can hear it? You know what? We're just going to have to deal with this. Well, anyway, as I said, this book is wonderful. I don't think I've given you a synopsis yet, so let's just run through it really quick. Basically, there's this woman, Dr. Helen Hildreth, in 1978, who's like acclaimed for her compassionate work with the mentally ill. Like, she has like a mental institution, and she has 2 grandchildren, Violet and Eric. One day, she takes in this child to stay with them named Iris. Was very silent, soft-spoken, doesn't like to talk, and so Violet and Eric take her in as like their sibling, and they introduce her to like their monsters club, and like, but she's always stood out a little bit, like she's different from the rest, you know? And then they also, that's one of the what am I trying to say here? One of the different time zones or timelines. And then the other timeline is 2019 with a girl named Lizzie Shelley, who is the host of the popular podcast Monsters Among Us. And she's traveling to Vermont and tracking this monster that has kidnapped a girl or taken her hostage. And she knows that that monster is the same monster she's been hunting for years, and it happens to be her sister, which I assume means the timelines are connected in some way or another. And so it was like a monster Frankenstein retelling. And so I just started reading this, and I loved the timelines. I loved both. I loved the timelines with the kids, Violet and Eric, and the whole stuff with Iris. Like, they were all adorable. Like, Violet will always have my heart forever and always. And then I also loved the adult timeline where we were getting to find out, like, what happened and how these are connected, which the way they are connected is freaking crazy. But there was a twist towards the end that I was not expecting, and I was very on board with it. But then the book ended, I thought, and I was a little confused and was like, that doesn't make sense. And I was going to give this like a 3-star, and it was headed towards 5-star track. And then the last chapter happened, and I was like, oh, well, I guess we're done with. And then the epilogue happened. And most of the times I think epilogues are dumb and they add nothing to the story. But this added everything I needed to the story, and it saved the entire thing and made it 5 stars because it was a brilliant ending. And it's funny because one of my friends on Instagram, we have completely different taste in horrors. And so she has been bashing this, saying this book was terrible. And I think that it's amazing. But you know what? That's what books do to people. Some people love stuff. Some people hate it. But this was great. If you love a good monster vibe story, if you're into like true crime and monster hunting and like all sorts of stuff, then please read this book. It is fabulous. I had such a great time while reading this. I'm so glad that I read this. I can't wait to do the discussion with Gabby and Gavin on her channel on Sunday, because this was their book club pick for the month, and I'm so happy that she chose this because I got a new all-time favorite out of it. And you gotta love when that happens. So I think this vlog is going off pretty well. We have Hidden Pictures 5 stars. We have Children on the Hill 5 stars. Next, I'm gonna pop into, what is it called? One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose, because I've been wanting to read that for a hot minute. But I've got to get ready to head over to Circus. You'll probably see a Circus clip in a second, because we know how we roll at this point. And I'll tune in with you when I have an update on One of Us is Dead.
Little girl that had your hand above the hills with the lights in the eyes burning wild. I've been toasted out and left you from the very first day you put your heart on display for the mile. She said best friends forever till a dying day. Then she throws you away in the wake. Well, you should have seen it coming, 'cause the train just keeps running, but you crumble and will start to decay. 'Cause we are monsters. We suck till you bleed. We bite the hand when feeds. Oh, we are monsters. And we don't care how you feel. We're taking over the wheel. So you better stop chasing the monsters. I'm saying, baby, you've been feeding a monster. I'm thinking you may not like what you see. Oh, monsters are we. One little boy, she had you begging on your knees, but
Build you up, you break me down, tear everything apart.
Hello, friends. It's Friday, the 24th, 25th, I think 24th. Okay, it's been a minute again since I've updated you, but I haven't been reading because the last couple days I've been doing a lot of stuff trying to prep to get ready for this trip. I'm headed to Maryland on Sunday at 6 in the morning, which means I have to be at the airport at 4:30 in the morning, and the airport is 2 hours from us, so we have to leave at 2:30 in the morning, and I am not even a little bit excited about that, not even in the slightest. And so I've been getting all stuff. So today I spent all day going around getting stuff. Like I got just, you know, like toiletries. I got a new set of underwear. I got some pajamas, other things, all the stuff. I got this fun little women on the go bag that has like all the things you need for toiletries, which is cool. And then they have this roll-on deodorant. Like that's pretty cool. Like it literally comes out. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. It comes out as sunscreen. Who would have thunk that? That is actually a really cool concept. I hadn't tried it yet, so I will have to close this up. But, oh, awesome. Okay, so got sunscreen because we are going to Hershey Park, which is a really awesome theme park in Pennsylvania, and we're doing some other stuff. And I'm doing a cricket project for my grandmother's funeral. So the whole reason we're going is because my grandmother passed last June, and we're doing her memorial, I believe, a year on the day of her passing. And so we're doing her memorial and all those things, scattering her ashes up there. And then I had to make like these little keychains with our family pictures on them, which I believe I have right here. So let's see. I'm not done with all them yet. I'm going to my friend's house, but basically I took all of our family and like did little like key things, and then this was her dog, so we did one for her dog, and like, let me find the one of me and her, or her and my, let's see, that one's the best. Oh, this one's cute. Rainy, Aaron, and Linky, but the one that is my favorite, which I cannot seem to find, oh, it's this one, Linky and Grams. So yeah, so I made these for the memorial, so I have to go finish engraving some of these with vinyl, so that is what I'm about to do. But I figured I'd give you an update on a couple of things. I got books, and then let's do first an update on why you're actually here. One of us is dead. I am 56% of the way in. Yeah, 56%. I am living for this book. Like, I'm normally not one for like a domestic thriller, but I think it's more like, I don't know, if it's just like I don't know. I read that Megan Miranda book, her newest book. I know she has a new book coming out soon, but like the last one, I think it was like called like The Last Housewife or something like that. And I don't know. I just didn't like that. I guess it depends. Like this one I like because it's like very like socialite-y gossip, like rich women. Like, I don't know. I just kind of like that. And I like how the chapters are super short, and how like you get to go through like each character, and so there are definitely characters that I like more than others, but like this is really good. What I'm really liking about this is that there is some sort of murder in this, and so basically this all centers around, I don't know if I explained it, but Jenny is like the salon stylist that lives in town. And she knows all of their secrets because they all go to her, and like they spill their secrets to the salon person. And it keeps flashing back between like present day, where Jenny is talking to the detectives about what went wrong, but you still don't know like who was murdered and what happened. So it keeps going back between like present day talking to Jenny, and then like all of the events that built up before, and talking to all the different characters like Karen and Olivia and Crystal and Shannon. I think those are the only POVs we get, the four of them. But yeah, so it's been really interesting to listen to. We also do get some Jenny perspectives. That's the salon person from non-present time. But it's all leading up to what actually happened. And so I'm excited to see like who ends up dead. But yeah, I'm loving this book. Honestly, I feel like it's going to be a 5-star unless the reveal really sucks. So we'll see. But I'm reading that. And then I went to the bookstore today and I picked up some books. I got The Shadows by Alex North. I've been wanting this for a while because I have The Whispering, and they had this on sale for $5 in like the back of the Books A Million section. And then I came for You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by a Quick Ezzy, the one that wrote Vivek OG. And I haven't, we're reading this for my local book this month. I picked it, so super excited for that. The one that I actually really went there for was The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. Why? Because I saw that Book of the Month spoiler, and it's not going to be a choice. But do you know what sucks about this? Do those look the same size to you? Let me make sure. Let me get it all mellowed out for you. No, they are not. Do you see how it's slightly smaller? That is aggravating. All of my Book of the Month ones are bigger, and this is not. And I'm very sad that I had to have this edition, but you know what? I think we will survive. I'm very excited to read this. I'm going to start reading this maybe on the plane. That might be when I decide to read this. But yeah, I think that'll be good. So my goal now is I'm going to go to my friend's house. I'm going to finish this Cricut project. I'm going to try and finish this tonight because I might try to squeeze in one last anticipated thriller book in this. I might read Hyde. I've been waiting for the audiobook, but honestly, I just need to get it done. So I might just sneak in Hyde in this last one and be done with this vlog because we'll have read 4, right? Hidden Pictures, Children on the Hill, One of Us is Dead, and then this. Okay, bye. Hello, friends. All right. I finished One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose. I have to give this a 4-star. Now, it was really going up the hill towards 5-star. Like I said, I thought for sure it was going to be a 5-star. I was living for the socialite, like gossipy girl drama between like all of the wives and the husbands. Like I was just living for it. It like literally, I don't know. It just was working for me. You know, it was the whole vibe. And then, so the way this thing works is you don't even find out who was murdered until like the 95% mark. Like literally like there's like 10 pages left and you find out who was murdered. And then you find out how they were murdered. And then you find out, like, kind of why, all within, like, the last, like, 10 pages. And so there wasn't enough after to, like, I guess move the plot along. Although I was intrigued in this whole thing up until that happened. So it wasn't that it was a slow burn. It was, the problem for me was that who was murdered and why they were murdered and who murdered them did not make sense like, it just didn't make sense for that character to do it, or for like the whole situation to have happened. Like, there wasn't enough buildup for that. And so there was a disconnect between what was going on and what happened. And so that dropped it a star for me, because I just was not very satisfied with the ending. I feel like the ending was just kind of like rushed and not really thought of methodically compared to where we were going with this. And so that alone was sad, dropped it a star. But I still definitely recommend this. I recommend it for you if you are wanting, like, you know, that domestic housewives, like, thriller. Like, this literally made me think of Desperate Housewives, the show, which I was obsessed with. I loved that show. Not like the Housewives of Real Housewives of Atlanta and crap. I mean Desperate Housewives, like the TV, like, fiction show. So if you like that, you will definitely like this. It is sublimely bitchy, as it says on here. And I had a great time. It's also a twisty, gossipy romp of a thriller. I agree with all of these statements. It was still really good. I still recommend it. It'll still be in, like, the great books that I've read, but not a favorite. But yeah, that's my thoughts on One of Us Dead. So now I think I'm going to try and finish this vlog by adding one more thriller. I think I'm going to start Hide by Kirsten White. And we'll see how it goes.
Build you up, you break me down, tear everything apart.
Okay, sorry. The air is going on in the background. I'm trying to film this while my son is asleep. I decided I leave for Maryland tomorrow at 2 in the morning. I have to drive to the airport, which is 2 hours from where I live, so that's fun. But it's fine. So I decided I would try and read all of Hyde today. It's only 236 pages, so that's relatively short. I think I can do it. I am on page 45, so I am 70% of the way done. I just looked this up on Goodreads, and it has a 3.43 average rating, and that's really low. I don't really like reading books that are under 3.5 because I just don't. And this book is relatively new, so the fact that it has that low of a rating already makes me scared. And Gabby Reads, she put this as a 1 star like 2 weeks ago, so that is sad. I am liking it so far, but it's not like the best thing I've ever read. So the whole premise is about, it's kind of like Hunger Games-esque. They get to spend a week hiding in an abandoned amusement park and don't get caught, and the prize is enough money to change everything. And then Mac is the main character. She's sure she can beat everybody. All she has to do is hide, and she's an expert at that. It's the reason she's alive and her family isn't. But then the people around her start disappearing one by one, and she realizes this competition is even more sinister than she imagined, and that together might be the only way to survive. And the whole tagline is, come out, wherever you are. And this is the little theme park picture that I like. That's nice. I mean, I like that aspect of it. But all that's happened so far is she takes the offer to be in the competition, and they're on the bus with the 14 other characters, and they keep like doing little paragraphs on each character, and I'm like, I just don't really care about any of these characters except for Mac, which is not like I'm invested in her yet, and Ava, this girl. Like, those are the only two that I actually really care about at all, so I'm just interested and seeing where this goes. But I just stopped right before day 1, and so the whole thing is, as soon as dawn happens, they get a 30-minute window to find their hiding space for the day, and then if they're not found by dusk, they are still in the game, and it's 7 days long. And so I'm gonna try and read another 50 pages after I eat a little snack, and then I will be about 50-ish% of the way done, and then we're just gonna try and finish this today so that I can have 4 anticipated thriller reading books in this vlog. I did want to get Blood Sugar in this one, but maybe I'll save this for another, because I definitely have more thrillers that I want to read. But let's see if I can knock this one out before my trip. Hello, friends. It is still the same night before Maryland. And if I turn this off abruptly, it's because the taco guy is coming to bring me my food. And he actually knows me here, and we chat all the time, because Chewy's is my favorite place to eat, if you didn't know that. Love that place. Anyway, I am at the 50% mark for Hyde. Not digging it. It went a direction I didn't care for. I basically found out what is happening, like why these people are getting picked off one by one. At least I'm pretty sure I've kind of figured out, and it makes no sense. It doesn't have, I'm just wondering if it's gonna rectify itself and explain like why later on, but I can't foresee this going above a 3-star at this point, because I'm just like, I feel like this book had a lot of potential being like an abandoned amusement park with like a hide and seek game. And I do feel for our main character, like you learn her story, like about why she's so scared of hide and seek and what happened to her family so long ago and how she's the only one that survived. But I don't know. They brought my food. It looks delicious. I'm probably gonna have to turn off because I think someone is about to park next to me, and you know how that is. But anyway, I'm just gonna wait to see if it fixes itself. I'm gonna keep going with it, but I'm very sad because this was a very anticipated read this year for me, and I have a feeling it's not gonna be very good. But I'm gonna finish this whole book in a day before Maryland. Let's kick it. Okay, I really should be going to bed because I have to be up in 3.5 hours. But I'm 75% done with this book, so I want to finish it. But I don't want to finish it. I'm finding myself really just skimming at this point. Like, it's pretty terrible. Like, I'm debating between giving this a 2-star or a 1-star. Because 1 star, I really only want to give if it's, like, offensive. And it's not that it's offensive, but this book just sucks. It is not good. Do I finish? I feel like I should if I'm at the 75% mark. Okay. Well, I finished. It's a 2-star for me, which makes me reconsider changing 9 Lives to a 1-star, because I really said that I was going to give 9 Lives by Peter Swanson, because I said I was going to give 2 stars if I genuinely didn't like it. I think it's a bad book. I don't recommend it. And 1 would be if I didn't like it and it also was incredibly offensive. And that is how I felt about 9 Lives. So I think I'm going to move my rating from a 2-star to a 1-star for that, because I don't want to put this on the same level. This book was just bad. Like, it was just bad. And I know she's written this other book that has something to do with, like, Frankenstein, and I've heard that book is fantastic. This book missed the mark. It had so much, like, it had so much potential. I was really looking forward to seeing this Hunger Games-esque hide-and-seek game. And I just didn't like where the story went at all. Like, literally, by, like, the 75% mark, as you saw, I was just skimming and, like, just hoping it'd get better, and it just didn't. This book was not it. I do not recommend. I am quite sad. This was an anticipated read that I paid full price for, and I did not like it. So, I'm sorry, but we are ending this vlog on not a high note. But the other books, let's see, we started with Hidden Pictures, 5 stars, and then we went on to Children on the Hill, 5 freaking stars, and a new all-time favorite book. If you didn't see my all-time favorites, it was just in that video. And then we also have One of Us is Dead, 4-star, solid, and then we end with a 2-star. So we started out strong and we ended out rough. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing this vlog. Let me know if there's other books that I should get to soon, other thrillers and things. I think the next one, I might have Blood Sugar in it, and maybe Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. I'm not sure what else, because thriller is my favorite. Although I'm probably going to sit down and start How to Fake It in Hollywood right now, which is this cute little rom-com, because it looks pretty fun. And then I also need to finish The Perfect Child, which is sitting right next to me, so maybe I'll finish that soon too. But yeah, let me know how you felt about any of these books, if you've read them yet. If you have a different opinion than me on Hyde, let me know that for sure. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!